210, clear for takeoff, American 2406.
Tower Southwest 432 is on the RNAV 023 left. 432 Raleigh Tower, runway 23 left, second land. 23 left, third land, Southwest 432. Southwest 3218, right turn, taxi via Alpha and call ground. Seven 5222, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, line up and wait. Here 4432, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, continue, traffic is holding in position.
Order departure, American 2406 today.
Brickyard 4432, runway 23 right, is cleared to land.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Hump Day. Another nice Wednesday evening of plane spotting. Quite warm this evening. Tried to hide from the sun, but that didn't work out quite as well as I thought it would. I needed to be over one more space, but that's okay. I got out, stopped out over at Sheets on the way in. And I got out, thought I was going to cook. It was really, really hot at Sheets. Up here, there's a nice breeze blowing, so I'm not too worried about it. But again, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you all for being here on a Wednesday evening. Let me know if anything sounds weird or off or something's overpowering something else. Hopefully everybody's had a wonderful start to your week. Hopefully everybody had a wonderful Labor Day as well. I was working, unfortunately. Got off an hour early. I did go have dinner with the family Monday evening after I got off work. But again, hopefully everybody had a wonderful week. A little bit of a storm cell over there to the northwest of the airport. Hopefully that doesn't disrupt anything. So again, a little bit different here this evening. Man, this got some good thunderheads on it. Again, downstairs, I probably should have just gritted Barrett and went upstairs, but these trees have grown a lot since the last time I was down here. But either way, I think we're okay. Bit of an interesting touchdown for that one. See the Brickyard over there. This side. Let's see. Southwest coming in from Austin, Texas. Southwest 432. Next arrival, the one you're looking at, Republic Airways 4432. That one coming in from Chicago O'Hare. So the weather was hollering that it was supposed to have some showers in the area. As you guys can see, there's some showers up there to the north. So I took the safe route tonight. Decided to hide out on the hideout down here on level 6. You see, we'll see it again here in just a minute. Our Vancouver flight that we've been missing out on the last couple of episodes of the show due to scheduling conflicts for us. But our Vancouver Air Canada A220 getting ready to head out to line up and wait. Of course, Air France. Beacons on for that Dreamliner, by the way. What a way to start the show, of course. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the internet right off the bat like it so normally does. Sounds like we got Delta 2699 coming in for landing. We've got Delta ready to go. This is what I was talking about. These trees didn't used to be like this from this spot. So hard to see them getting on the runway there, but it'll be all right. I think it's okay. Our departure shot will hopefully be on point, unless it's a 737, which will leave late, and we'll see how that turns out. Of Ospreys hanging out over on the GA ramp. They came in here at about 5 o'clock. I got here early today. I had a doctor's appointment earlier this afternoon, so I came over this way and was hanging out. Saw Lufthansa's pushback, and then I went over to the sheets over there. That way, could get hydrated here. As like I said, as hot as it is, I wanted to make sure I'm nice and hydrated this afternoon. It's a little bit breezy this afternoon too, so I can't complain too much about the heat and such. Everything not too terrible. Thank you so much, Stealth Warrior, RDUAA board member. Thank you so much for enjoying the show. Greatly appreciate that. Again, welcome in everybody. Thank you all for tuning in on a Wednesday. Happy Hump Day, everybody. As always, smash the like button as you guys come in. Almost 100 folks watching already. We should be able to hit 100 likes by the bottom of the hour. So smash the like button. And of course, as always, we're streaming to you guys in 4K. Make sure, if your internet allows it, that you're watching in 4K. Again, not the best selection on space tonight. Whoops. Little Delta A220 action here. Again, these trees have grown a lot since the last time I was down at this end. It's hard to get a spot here at this end. That's why we don't ever come down here. On the way in, I think the car was reading 87 degrees.
Tree right, clear for takeoff, for wind 24011.
Well, we had a clear takeoff, runway 23 right there, Canada.
So 87 degrees here.
Fox 541, contact departure, have going.
So the Alice Air 747s are random, completely random. There's no season for them. Last year we had, what, the soccer team, Was that last year or the year before? We had the soccer team. Last 4th of July, we had Mr. Beast, if you guys know who Mr. Beast is. Mr. Beast flew in here, or had a plane chartered to fly in here so he could fly out to Saudi Arabia. And then we haven't seen one since.
Alright, 3 Geiger, just remain clear, runway 32 and 23 left at all times, just bearing off your lead. Inbound for 32 up to 2400.
Hello, I'm on 2361, right.
Alright, 2361, runway 23 right, little AMFU one more departure here, prior to your arrival, the wind 24012.
Copy that, and right,
So the wind at 10 knots this afternoon. As you guys can see, the Air France. We've got that Air Canada A220 back to Vancouver. Good departure for that Air Canada.
Delta 1275, start up and ready.
Yes, sir. Good, Delta 1275.
Alright, Delta 1275, we got traffic, 7 out, flighting 210, clear for takeoff 23 right, going 24012.
Heading 210,
Alright, enjoy the Dreamliner startup. I'm going to take care of a couple of things here behind the scenes.
2361, just a heads up, when you get short final, might see a helicopter off your left, their base entry for 23 left.
Copy that, let's push up to my 2361.
Straight 5347 on dark, continue runway 23 right, traffic will hold in position. Delta 1319, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, line bow 8, traffic 5 out.
Line bow 8, 23 right, 1319.
American 2361, left one able, section ramp up Bravo, just contact ramp tower before you enter, have going.
Okay, left and way, planning that Perfect, we're hump day Fulvian, Durham.
So 1319, flighting 210, clear takeoff to tree right, wind 2401 tree.
Alright, flight heading 210.
All right, that Dreamliner getting ready to roll. Apologies again, trying to let you guys enjoy the startup of the Dreamliner, but I'm also trying to get some stuff worked out here behind the scenes. Trying to make sure we don't run into any issues a little later. Should have, I'm not in the right spot. I should have been over one more space. Just trying to beat the heat. As you guys know, very, very humid, very, very hot. Of course, 89 likes so far.
Got 1319, contact departure, have a good one.
1319, we'll see you guys.
Let's see, where can we see it? There you go. One of those storms off to the north right there. As we continue on. Dreamliner rolls. We've got the next arrival. I believe this is a PSA Blue Streak American Eagle. CRJ, I believe 900. Thank you, Eddie. Good afternoon to you. A nice rainy afternoon for you down there in Myrtle Beach. I kind of wish it was raining here. Very hot and sticky this afternoon so far. Again, like I said, on the way to Sheets before we got started here, it was 87 degrees. Standing here in the sun, I'm sure it's more. Again, I needed to be over one more spot to be completely out of the sun and able to survive the heat. So I'm doing all I can here to keep equipment cool.
Alaska 572
Alaska 572, tower, runway 23 right, with a land, wind 2401 tree.
Alaska 572 from Seattle cleared to land.
All the way to the end for exiting, and I got nobody behind you for your planning.
Yeah, that'd be hard to do, given the fact that I have to disconnect everything and move. Although, with the computer, I don't know. Right now, we're set up where we are. We're stuck, unfortunately, but that's okay. The sun will go down in about 2 hours. 2 hours from now, we can handle a little heat for 2 hours. Got plenty to keep me hydrated. Got a Gatorade, big old Gatorade. 28-ounce Gatorade. So today, as far as likes go, we've got 300. I don't know what we're sitting at as far as likes now. Mine says 89, but I know it's more than that. Let's see. 163 folks watching. Hey, we made it to 100 likes before 20 after, so that's good. You can continue to smash that like button. We need another one of those days where we hit 150 likes before the bottom of the hour. There is our CRJ. That's a 702. CRJ 700. The other problem I feel like I'm facing is I feel so exposed right here on this, in this spot. It bothers me. So Air France still sitting out at the end of the runway. Alaska 572 on final from Seattle. Again, this one from Seattle. Depends. Evening shows, yes. Nighttime shows, overnights, no. We'll probably run till about 9:30 tonight, possibly 10 o'clock. Just depends on what's going on around that hour. But we don't run like super late. There's nothing after 10 o'clock. After both of the FedExes leave, there's generally nothing of interest after 10 p.m. So we don't hang out too long.
Alaska 572 all the way down at the end, left Bravo 1, ground point.
After 10, unless we have like an emergency or a bunch of diversions like we had a couple of weeks ago. So like I said, typically 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 10:30 at the latest, depending on what is going on. If we were at a busier airport that had a lot more interesting things after 10, we may consider staying after 10 o'clock. But again, not a whole lot of interesting things after 10 p.m. here. All right, Air France chilling out at the end. We've got Frontier coming in on 23 left. Frontier 2071 coming in from Philadelphia. 54 minutes flight time for Frontier. Air France cleared for departure. This might be a toughie right here. Let's see. Stick with the Dreamliner. I don't know what time I'll start on Sunday, but I will be here probably around 1 p.m. like normal. Let's go for this arrival really quick. But probably start at our normal 1 p.m. time on Sunday, depending on weather. Of course, how hot it is. On to the Dreamliner departure. Off to Paris.
Place everyone just all the way down to the end, right at Alpha 1, right on Alpha ground point.
There he goes.
Coming down that hill.
All right, Alpha 1, Alpha.
I'll lose him to the fire escape there. Oh, it looks like we're going to have a little cloud cover here for just a moment. All right, so Frontier in from Philadelphia, Air France off to Paris. Next up, we have Delta 1097 coming in from Atlanta. That is going to be a 737-900. followed by Republic Airways 4493. So let's give you a little update on a couple of notables. Where did FedEx go? Oh, there he is. FedEx just left Memphis 15 minutes ago. They're going to be the 767-300 tonight. No A300. Iceland from Reykjavik, still an hour and 4 minutes out. That one, the MAX 9. Again tonight, with them changing over to a daily flight, they've changed back to the MAX instead of the LR. Don't think we have any specials today. I didn't see any. Got a couple of 767 UPS departures around 9:30 p.m. Got an Air Canada arrival a little later on. We've got, on final, Gulfstream G200 coming in from Colombia.
Big Air 4493, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, clear to land, wind 23014.
I do some early morning video shows. It just depends. Being that it'll be July, there's a good possibility we throw in a couple morning shows. I'd really like to get out here and do some sunrise shows at some point. Just so we can beat the heat a little bit. You guys know Sunday was pretty brutal. Today's not as brutal as Sunday was as far as the heat goes. But without this breeze, I don't know. It would be pretty brutal. Again, we come downstairs, try to avoid the sunlight, but also with looming weather. So that's why part of the picture's a little bit different this evening as well. Again, trying to avoid weather as well as the sun. The sun didn't work out quite as well. No Aer Lingus this evening. I think Wednesday is like one of the only, I think there's 2 days that Aer Lingus doesn't come, and Wednesday is one of them. I need that cloud to cover up the sun. Steve K, good evening. Again, good evening, everybody. Thank you all for smashing the like button. Let me see if I can get my thing to roll here. You guys getting us worked up with the likes quite early. Thank you all. at 29 likes. Our buddy Tony sent me a couple of pictures. He was flying out of Charlotte today, down to Jacksonville, flying out on Flagship Valor. I was like, man, that's really cool. So my friend Tony's flown on a special livery. My sister-in-law's flown on a special livery. Yeah. Mine, I don't know. I have to, in order to get my like counter to roll, I have to refresh the stream. Good evening, Amanda.
Delta 1097, left when able, taxi to the ramp via Bravo. Just contact the ramp tower before you enter. Have a good one.
All right, left, and then the ramp via Bravo, and we'll contact you.
American A321 headed out. Again, a couple of Ospreys coming in here earlier this evening as well. All right, so next arrival, Republic Airways. Oops. Republic Airways 4493 coming in from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Going to be our next arrival.
Crypto 518 on tower, runway 23 left to the land, wind 2301 tree.
Man, I need some of that wind under here. Come on. Oh, there's a cloud moving in front of the sun. Brian Lloyd, good evening.
Bring up 4493 left there, right Durham Bravo, take the ramp, contact ramp tower. Have going.
Right, Durham Bravo, contact ramp, bring up 4493.
So again, that one from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, an hour and 14 minutes of flight time.
Crypto 518, affirmative, clear to land, 23 left.
Oh, that cloud covered that up, and it feels a couple degrees cooler already. So we got this American A321 sitting out here. Is it on radar? Can we tell where it's off to? There is also a Republic Airways out in front of it. Republic Airways 4416 off to Washington, D.C. That one that we're looking at right there, American Airlines 2379, is in fact headed off to Charlotte. They're parked just out of reach of the observation deck. For anyone hanging out at the observation deck this evening, just out of view. Our next arrival is going to be United 1975, a Max from Newark, New Jersey, Max 8. Yeah, I saw they had a sinkhole or something up there in LaGuardia. I only saw the one report. I haven't seen anything else about it. Yeah, the observation deck should be open. It was when I drove by. There were people hanging out there. When I drove, let's see, what time did I get here? 4 o'clock.
The option, you make right buzzers on the go. The wind 230 at 14.
3, 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 4:30, somewhere around in there.
Oh, affirmative. Or just out of below 2.
Again, at United coming up, we've got an exec jet on final. Again, this one not on my flight radar. going to be our next arrival. Again, if you guys are just joining us,
518, right when able, right on Alpha, ground point 9, or have going.
a couple of Ospreys coming in here earlier this afternoon. So the observation deck overlooks this runway here, 23 right. You get a pretty good window of checking the planes coming in and leaving. The taxi right in front of you. It's a good location. You can go back and watch our Thanksgiving show. We've got a couple of Thanksgiving shows that we've done down there at the observation deck. Again, we don't go down there on the regular basis. We've, you know, it shakes. I don't like to get in people's way. I don't like to be disrespectful to other people plane spotting, so we come to where we're not in anybody's way. We're not going to bother anybody. We try not to anyway. Again, the parking garage today, lots and lots of spaces up here this afternoon, so I couldn't complain about that. Did not have any issues. What do we have here? What is this? F-15. Hello. Here we go. Get ready for the noise. Hell yeah. Into a right bank. I have to lean way over to see him. Hopefully he comes back around and does that again. Come on, F-15s. Let's do it again. He might be coming back around to do it again. Let's see if we can get him here. If I can see him, he'd be right in the sun. There he is. Hit us with another one of those.
37 on a 4 mile final descent out of 1,900 by traffic in sight. Box 11, follow the traffic and runway 23 right, clear for the option, wind 24013.
23 right, cleared for the option, so he's gonna hit it again.
25, gonna see an F-15 just heading through right. They're gonna follow you inbound for 23 right.
All right, so the F-15 cleared for the option. Wheels down. See, you never know what you're going to see here. Got Ospreys, F-15s. Camera's not doing its job. I love a good surprise.
Roger.
All right, let's hang with United here. See that F-15 again in just a minute. Alex. All right, so good evening, everybody. Got an F-15 on final. Just giving him the option. Doing a touch and go here a moment ago. Make sure you guys are watching in 4K if you're able to. So I'm trying to make sure he's not going to go for 2-3 left. We did hear him say 2-3 right, clear for the option. All right, so I'm going to put the camera back up here as we await the arrival of that F-15 once again. So get ready. If he does a touch and go, crank up the sound. As a matter of fact, enjoy.
Desert, you can make base entry runway 32, runway 32, clear the land, air check, trim approved.
Absolutely. Oh, is he going to do it again? Are we coming back around to do it one more time?
Make short approach, runway 23 right, clear for the option,
yep.
4011.
Cleared for the option. Can we get some more of this? Can you guys come play up here? I'm sure this one's out of Seymour Johnson.
Clear straight 5590, MIC travel 1 o'clock.
He's going to hit it short final right here.
For pattern doing low approaches.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed that last one. Let's see what we get this time. So he's going to hit this with a low approach. Very, very short final. He could stick around and do this all evening. I wouldn't be mad. I'm sure the people inside the airport are like, what the hell is that? What is that noise? What's going on outside? Oh man, can never have too much fun with an F-15. All right, enjoy. Oh man, we chose the wrong runway tonight. You hear him talking about letting them know when he's getting ready to leave so they can do an unrestricted climb out. And he is from Seymour Johnson. If you guys saw the SJ there on the tail. Glad I was able to get that up and close.
Traffic, follow them, runway 23 right, clear for the option. The wind now 25010.
So he's going to come back around, do this again. Hopefully he'll stick around for a little while and do this. The camera does not like the F-15s. Really, really small. Looks like he's headed out for an even longer one this time.
Blue Tree 5590, left one able, taxi ramp via Bravo to contact ramp tower. Have a going.
Left one able, taxi via Bravo, contact ramp Blue Street 5590.
I was up on the roof. Really, really wish I was up on the roof for this.
240 at 17. Moss 11 on the go, fly heading 210, unrestricted climb up to 10,000.
All right, there he goes. Unrestricted climb up to 17. So this will be his last pass.
On the go.
Last pass right here.
Tower Brickyard 4497.
Unrestricted climb out this time. Unfortunately, like I said, we won't be able to see it, but he's going to go straight up.
We'll be watching for it.
So he is talking to ATC, but it is restricted, I think. I think it restricts what we can hear. All right, so it's going to get really, really loud here. He is going to go into an unrestricted climb out. What a way to start a Wednesday. What do you guys think? Start a Wednesday evening stream. Again, the camera has a hard time with this because... There we go. Maybe that'll help. All right, he's going to come around for one more. Unrestricted climb out, and then he's done. Gonna try to zoom out a little extra here for this one so we can make a short out of it tomorrow.
97, runway 23 right, line of Hawaii.
Line of Hawaii 23 right, Brickyard 4497.
Straight up. Double carrots. If you know, you know.
Brickyard 4497, flying runway heading runway 23 right, clear for takeoff at 230 at 1.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff, runway 23 right, Brickyard 44.
Oh man, man, oh man! I'm sure everybody down on at the observation deck is tickled to death over that. I know I am. I hope you guys are. Absolutely amazing. F-15 making about 4 different passes here. That one should have been his last one with the unrestricted up to 17,000 feet.
Brickyard 4436, runway 23 right, clear to land 122 at 13. Clear to land 23 right.
Nothing else will compare for the rest of the evening. Yes, we could call that a show, right? And done for the day? Oh my goodness. Absolutely amazing. Straight power. Hopefully one of these days we'll have an F-15
394
emoji.
Visual for 23 right, good afternoon.
Brickyard 4497, contact departure. American 2394, Raleigh.
Yeah, I figured he was going to.
Runway 23 right, Chicago will be looking for position.
Right, sir, continue.
Yeah, yeah, Steven. Nope, show's over. Go home. Nothing else is going to compare to that tonight. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Again, we do have the Ospreys over here. We've got a couple on the way in. We'll check flight radar, see what we got for you guys. But the Ospreys hanging out over here. They rolled in here about 5 o'clock or so. About 3 Americans on final here. Republic Airways 4436 coming up from LaGuardia. It's going to be our next arrival, 1 minute, followed by American Airlines 2394 coming in from Charlotte, an A321. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Something we don't normally see. We've seen it once, and that was at night. Late one night. Absolutely amazing. 6 likes away from 200 already. Thank you all for getting us close to 200 again. Appreciate you guys watching the show. I hope you all really enjoyed that. I wish I had an insight on when that stuff was going to happen, but I had no clue. I just saw him coming. We were talking about United coming in from Newark, and then boom, an F-15 doing touch and goes. So absolutely amazing. I wish we could get out to Seymour Johnson. I wish they had a big tower or a parking garage we could hang out on, just like here. So I'm using my radio.
Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, line and away.
On flight 23 right, Delta 1407.
Delta 1407, traffic on a 4.5 mile final.
Roger.
Brickyard 4436, left turn at Charlie.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's turn to Charlie.
I'm determined. I enjoy my community, so try to be here for everybody. Trying to keep this channel growing. We've grown exponentially over the last few weeks, in fact. Sunday a little bit slower than the last couple of episodes previous to that, but still, nonetheless, this channel growing exponentially. All thanks to you guys. Again, without you and you all watching the show and subscribing, as well as channel members, we would not have a show.
Cleared to land, wind 220 at 14.
Clear to land 23 right, American 2394, thank you.
Hopefully one of these days we'll start averaging about 500 to 600 to 700 folks watching the show.
Break out 4518, runway 23 right, clear to land 120.
Just got to keep consistent, keep rolling with it. Like I said, I enjoy bringing you guys the planes. Even if you guys aren't here to while we're live, you guys always can go back and watch the shows. Hopefully I'll be able to post a couple of snippets from the F-15 and more folks will come back and watch tonight's show.
Sentinel aircraft has this weather information for North Carolina and surrounding areas. Flight
1 out, 1 in. This one is the American from Charlotte. American 2397.
Delta 1407, contact departure.
Departure Delta 1407, good day.
American 2394, left turn next taxiway, Bravo to the ramp, contact ramp tower.
Left turn Bravo to the ramp, 2394, thanks.
2394, excuse me. I was thinking this was 2397. Still got that CRJ waiting. That's the 900. We had the 702 come in a little earlier. So a good turnout for tonight's show. Hey, there it goes. My thing is finally rolling over. 222 likes. Thank you for smashing the like button, you guys. I don't know if it picks up UHF. It might. I don't know anything about it. I set it to the here, and then I just leave it. Anytime, because ATC Live doesn't work here. When we go to other places, I use ATC Live, but here I have to use the scanner because for whatever reason, ATC Live does not work. So again, good evening, everybody. Ramona here. Ramona, here's some money for parking and the F-15. Thank you so much, Ramona. I don't know how you do that, make it set specific numbers, but that right there does cover the parking. By the way, remember this Sunday evening, or this Sunday's show, remember we have memberships to gift out. We have 5 more to gift out to you guys on Sunday. So if you guys, you don't have to be here. It's all random. So, you know, but I encourage you guys to come in and watch on Sunday. We'll be gifting out memberships this weekend. And I've been talking about a couple of different things for the 4th of July already. I don't know. Being that it's on a Saturday this year, I don't know what I'm going to do for 4th of July. Either decision I make, we should be able to watch fireworks. I know you guys enjoyed the fireworks last year and the year before for 4th of July, so that tradition will continue regardless. Public Airways 4518 coming in from Chicago O'Hare, the E175LR coming in. I feel like we're at Charlotte with all these Americans flying around here. So again, this one, 1 hour and 32 minutes from Chicago O'Hare. So again, good evening everybody, top of the hour here. Make sure you all smash the like button as you guys come in. Greatly appreciate that. Again, as always, broadcasting to you guys in 4K. If you guys missed it after the show, make sure you go back and check out the F-15 doing touch and goes and low approaches, that one earlier. So the problem with DC is I don't know that we can get anywhere where we can see fireworks and planes. But I have another idea, another option. We're gonna have to work on it. I am out of town that week once again for school through the 1st. I think the 30th through the 1st, something like that. I don't know. I gotta go in and look at the email. And of course, I don't ever hold stock into anything until I get the plane ticket and the hotel information. But again, I have school coming up at the end of June. So, with that, again, I don't know. I would like to try DC one year. I just don't know where to go in DC for fireworks. And especially, I want to be in a really, really, really good place, given that it is America's 250th, and everybody's going to be celebrating that in a different way. I don't know that Briar Creek is going to be. They'll have their things, but. I've been in DC during 4th of July. You can see like people's home fireworks from Dulles, but I don't know that you can see actual fireworks from Dulles, if that makes sense. Like downtown DC fireworks. I know you could at DCA, but can we get somewhere where we can do a show? That is the question. Because I have no, idea what it's like from the parking garage of DCA. Does anybody know what it's like and can send me some photos from the parking garage at DCA? I know you can go to the library up on the hill and do some plane spotting up there. The DCA intrigues me. I just never have time to check it out when I go up there. I prefer Dulles anyway, of course, because of all of the international arrivals in and out. Oh man, are we going to be cloudy for the rest of the afternoon? Let's hope so.
November 1572 X-ray, Raleigh Tower radio check. Okay, I got the left clear now, thank you. Fly heading 160, runway 23, left clear for takeoff.
Yeah, the American 777, they've changed it. I don't know, every day is different. One day it's 7:05, last Thursday it was 7:05, and then every day we've been here it's been 8:30, 9 o'clock. Sunday night, I hung out till after the departure of that one. And it's a good thing we ended when we did. It started to rain shortly thereafter.
Runway 23, right, clear for takeoff, 240
and we were up on the roof. But last Thursday, it did depart at 7:05. So will it depart again? I have no idea. So again, 236 likes, trying to get to 500 this evening. And once again, thank you all for tuning in. For those of you that caught the F-15 action, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did not catch the F-15 action, I encourage you to go back and watch the first hour of the show later this evening. All right, we've got an American out here ready for departure. Is this our one off to Charlotte finally? does look like our departure to Charlotte. Got another one lined up out there. I think that's going to be the E175 hanging out there.
American 2360, fly the runway heading, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Again, sorry if I miss anybody's membership milestones. Again, that's, I got to figure out how to do that. I have a tablet at home. I need to crack into that so I can watch the chat and stuff in the background on that instead of overtaxing the computer here. There we go. Well, this is our A319. What is this one off to? This one off to Miami? We'll find out here in just a minute. Or is this an A320? What are we looking at here? Double A321 departure? No, this one's an A320.
American 2360, contact departure.
Arsenal, American 2360.
So some American Eagles. We still have Iceland's arrival. Iceland coming up in just a little bit. We've got the FedEx ATRs coming. Iceland just getting ready to cross into North Carolina here in just a few minutes. 20 minutes out. 6 hours, 4 minutes. Flight time. First departure off to Charlotte. American Airlines 2379. Second one off to Philadelphia. American Airlines 2360 and A320 off to Philadelphia. Let's get nosy with PSA pilots, shall we? What do you guys think? We've got an exec jet touching down, 23 left. Nice smooth touchdown for the exec jet. So PSA and Republic waiting to get towed into the gates. Let's see, we've got Frontier coming up in just a few minutes. Frontier 1234. Percy the Florida Panther livery coming up from the House of Mouse, coming up from MCO. Got Breeze Airways, Moxie 745 coming in from Portland, Maine. A220 300.
527 Roger, ground point 9 right turn on to Alpha. North point. Delta 689 Raleigh Tower, fly the runway heading runway 23 right, clear for takeoff, line 230 at 13.
Clear for takeoff, 23 right, fly runway heading.
United 737 on the way out.
Brickyard 4493 Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, line up and wait.
Right, 23 right, line up and wait,
Boy, that tree has grown a lot in the last year or two. Make it a little difficult to see them hitting the runway. You'll see Delta 50 likes from our like goal. In about an hour and 10 minutes. So continue to smash the like button, you guys. 50 more likes to reach the end of the our like goal for the day. Yeah, I'm sure they could fit another new airline somewhere. They stuff another one in here. Just depends on what airline. Especially now that Spirit's gone. Of course, they only had 2 flights a 4 flights a day, something like that. They did have quite a few. I'm sure Southwest is happy about that. They can get some of their gates back. If they so choose. Oops. Good looking departure for Delta. Not bad. Let's see, where are you off to, Delta? Delta 689 off to Los Angeles. Gonna make that 4.5 hour flight.
Runway 23 right, clear for takeoff, 123.014.
Japan Airlines to be announced. You know what? I wouldn't. I honestly would not. I would not be surprised, honestly. Planes being towed into the gate. Oh, I'll show you in just a second. So all of these gates back here in the corner, they all have to be towed into these 3-4 gates. They only use 3 of them. Ooh, nice early rotation for the American Eagle. I'll make for a good shot here. So you guys see these two waiting here to be towed into the gate. So they're waiting to get towed into the gate. There's breeze because of the construction right here. So they don't want to suck up any dust or equipment or blow any of that around. So they have to be towed into the gate. So as not to damage anything or hurt anybody or anything like that. So they, like I said, tow them in just like you see PSA getting towed in right now. Now they'll go out and get the other American Eagle, the E-175, and tow that one into the gate in just a minute. So we talked about Iceland. Iceland coming up in a few minutes. We've got Republic Airways 4432 to Chicago sitting out at the end of the runway. The departure just a minute ago off to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Republic Airways 4493. Frontier 1234 coming in from the House of Mouse. Once again, that one coming up just up next. Yes, Eddie is correct. You're very welcome for the emojis. If you guys are interested in those emojis and enjoying having fun and having another level of interaction, feel free to join the memberships. It's a good looking little exec jet right there. Southwest on the way. Got an American 737 up for maintenance right there. But again, if you guys are interested, feel free to join the memberships, get access to all of those emojis. As well as testing, I should say, unveilings whenever we upgrade equipment.
November 1 Tango Hotel, contact departure.
So again, next arrival is going to be Frontier 1234. from MCO. Percy the Florida Panther on board the A320 tonight. Again, still a lot of action left to go. We still have that 767 due in just a few minutes. We also have Iceland up next. It's going to be a toss-up between the ATR and Iceland. Who arrives after this one?
Southwest 3983, fly runway heading runway 23 left, clear for takeoff, wind 23012.
Clear for takeoff, 23 left, runway heading Southwest 3983.
Sorry, Southwest. We'll check another one of your company out. We've got Frontier's arrival. Nice smooth arrival for Frontier. Yeah, I've heard that. There are certain airports that aren't very spotter friendly. What you call it used to be, as far as I know.
Southwest 3983,
Louisville.
Flight Southwest 3983.
Frontier 1234, Bravo to the ramp, contact ramp there.
I know Wednesday nights, in my opinion, are always fun when it comes to ATC. I don't know why. The ATC is so chillax on Wednesday nights.
12-0.
It's so funny some nights.
Calling United 1205.
Frontier 4432, fly runway heading runway 23 right, clear for takeoff, wind 22012.
Runway heading runway 23 right, clear for takeoff, Frontier 4432.
Thank you for the upgrade, Eddie. Did you upgrade today? I see your thing. There it is. Eddie, upgrading to business class membership. Thank you so much, Eddie. Again, memberships keep this channel rolling. Thank you so much, Eddie, for the support. Greatly appreciate that. And thank you for keeping our chat safe, being a moderator as well. Miss Blue, good evening. So again, good evening, everybody. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure later, after the show ends, you go back and watch the first hour of the show for the F-15 action. F-15 coming in, doing 4 low passes, 1 or 2 touch and goes. Anyway, total of 4 passes earlier this afternoon. In the first hour of the show, quite amazing in my opinion. Got an American Eagle on the move, E175. We've got everybody's favorite coming up, the ATR, in just a few minutes, along with Iceland. And then the last heavy arrival of the night, the FedEx 767 out of Memphis, Tennessee. FedEx 785.
United 1205, flight runway heading runway 23 right, clear for takeoff, wind 22011.
Ready, clear for takeoff, 23 right, United 1205.
All right, United. lined up, ready to go.
4432, contact departure.
Departure pickup 4432, yeah.
All right, Republic Airways 4432 off to Chicago O'Hare. Mountain Air Cargo 7503, our ATR 600F. Got about 7 minutes. ICE 821, that MAX 9, about 10 minutes. So it looks like our... Hey, it's Birdbeak. Look at our 737 Birdbeak for United Airlines. Southwest still sitting over here. 23 left. Trying to get ready for their departure. 7 minutes for our next arrival. Again, the ATR coming up along with Iceland. So again, more folks have joined the show. Remember, go back after the end of the show tonight and check out the F-15. Low passes. About 4 passes there on the F-15s. Make sure you guys continue to smash the like button. 22 likes away from our like goal on the day. Gonna get there quite early. I can't ever judge how a day or a night is gonna go. So I always try to set the light goal to about the same every time. Southwest with the departure. Of course, ooh, I want to see what these Ospreys look like in the almost golden hour. Again, a couple of Ospreys coming in here around the 5 o'clock hour. We weren't on the air for these two, but they came in over on 3-2.
Southwest 3543, contact port.
Good day, Southwest 35.
So again, a couple of Ospreys coming in here. Not sure why. They come in on 3-2 a little while ago, about 5 o'clock. Again, before we hit the airways here. So Iceland from Reykjavik, the MAX 9, 6 minutes. 4 minutes for Mountain Air Cargo 7503. FedEx 785 from Memphis, Tennessee, our heavy, 9 minutes out. Our last international arrival of the night. Actually, I think we might have some Air Canada a little later. We did see the Air Canada A220 though, off to Vancouver earlier. Yeah, we've got Jazz 838 from Toronto in 1 hour and 8 minutes. Yeah, I don't know who's going to meet where and who's going to do what. I'm watching flight radar for the ATR as well as Iceland here, trying to figure out what they're up to. Uh-oh, that's somebody returning to the gate. See him here in just a second, come out from behind the tree. You headed back to the gate? Where are you going?
03, visual 22 left. Ground 7503, runway 23 left, clear to land, wind 22010. Clear to land 23 left, bound 7503.
Ah, so the ATR is going to do it a little bit different tonight. The ATR going to come in on 23 left. So interesting. I don't know if that's going to head, it's not headed back to its gate because they're all back here. Again, we got that FedEx ATR coming up in just a minute on left, along with Iceland on right. So hopefully they don't get tangled up next to each other here, and we've got to pick one over the other, but it does look like the, I don't know. Let's see. The ATR is 171 knots. Iceland's at 174 knots, so they're about even on airspeed. Should be a nice arrival for Iceland. Again, Iceland back to using the MAX, given that they've gone back to a daily schedule. I guess saving the LR for something else, or using it elsewhere. But it's good to see the LR for Iceland. So just another minute or two here for the two arrivals. Hopefully we don't have to pick and choose. Hey, Scott. Scott, make sure you'll be interested in the first hour of the show. Make sure you go back and check that out. Again, an F-15 doing some low passes here earlier this afternoon within the first hour of the show. Coming all the way out from Seymour Johnson, another one of our stomping grounds, which we haven't been to in a while. As warm as it is now, we might go out there and die. Hot. No shade out there, out in the middle of a muggy field. Ugh. I don't know. All right, who's going to touch down first? Looks like the ATR will. We definitely don't want to miss out on Iceland's arrival either. So a couple of favorites making their way in, the ATR as well as Iceland. The ATR, in my opinion, is exciting to watch. Got some refreshed emojis. Perfect. I'll have to go in and check those out before Sunday. So our buddy Scott here giving us some new emojis, some updated ones. So on average, every episode of the show I pay $22.75. Every single episode of our show. Unless we go to Charlotte, then it's $35. And I think it's $25 in DC. So if you're here for under a certain amount of time, it's by the hour. If you're here for over that amount of time, whoops, sorry, I kicked the camera, then it's full length is $22.75. We stuck with the ATR. Iceland touching down too, about the same time. Getting the 737 in the MAX tonight, or Iceland in the MAX. Pink tail.
On 7503, right turn next taxiway, ground point 9er.
Next taxiway, ground point 9er, Mountain 7503.
Did I completely mess up my camera? I did by kicking it.
Area 21, ground point 9er.
There we go. Back to level. So we should see Iceland. Are they waiting over here? I was going to say we should see Iceland come around the corner. And that one will go in, occupy the gate that Air France was at. 300 likes. Thank you all for getting us to 300 likes. First hour and a half. We've got our like goal for the day. Thank you all for that. Again, we'll probably be here till about 9:30 tonight, depending. Stay here for the departure of Iceland, as well as the UPS 767 tonight. I don't know if the A300's here. I did see the 76 when I drove by. And of course the American 777 Gonna fire up in about an hour. So we've still got about 2 hours left in the day. Come on, Iceland. Somebody come around the corner. One of you two. We're gonna do this at the same time, and we're gonna have to make a hard decision: the ATR or Iceland. Actually, nope, they're not either. Thank you, FedEx. It's odd that we see this ATR on 23 left. 99.2% of the time we see it on the right. Tonight, because of Iceland, making a little change. All right, here comes the Max of Iceland.
Contact Park, correct left turn on Bravo 4 and contact ground point 90.
Let's go Bravo 4, program again, right, Charles, 785 heavy, 1 visual for 23 right.
FedEx 785 heavy, runway 23 right, clear to land 1210.
All right, we got our FedEx 785 heavy up next. The 767 from Memphis, Tennessee.
Left jet 692, runway 23 left, clear to land 121010.
He did say FlexJet, right? He did not say WestJet. I know we lost WestJet last year. They did a season with us from, where were they coming from? Calgary. Good to see that we got our Vancouver flight back. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I gotta get home and get some rest. Got another full day of work. Boy, let me tell you guys, I have been absolutely exhausted this week. My body finally gave up the ghost, Monday and Tuesday. I've been going for 4 straight weeks, nonstop. No rest, no nothing, just on the go since school. Not going home at night, going and doing things, just whatever for the last couple of weeks, and it finally caught up to me yesterday. Smoky arrival for FedEx as usual. I slept pretty hard last night. Feel pretty good today. Oh yeah, gonna turn out early. Thank you, FedEx 785. Right behind the American 777 tail. Everybody's packages making it.
Hey, affirmative. Go ahead and contact ground point 9.
I honestly don't know why they have different colors. I know they have yellow, blue, the mint color, the green mint color, and of course the purple. Euro Atlantic Airways? Yeah, I won't be here for that. Maybe, yeah. Oh, that's cool looking too. Connie M, good evening. No, I don't think I've got any packages tonight on that one. I need to order a couple of things though, like a fan for my shirt. That's gonna be just one more thing I gotta remember to charge. Hopefully I'll remember to charge that one because I'll be miserable if I don't have it. So again, tonight not too bad. It was warmer before. Getting a little bit of a breeze in here now finally, thank goodness. Not sweating to death. Little exec jet for 23 left. Might even see the occasional flash of lightning this evening. Maybe. I don't know if there's any thunderstorms in the area, but I do know that there is some rain out and about this evening, so could be interesting.
Chris told me that it's going to be a long way to get off on the runway. Go ahead and make a 180, back taxi on runway 23 left and exit at Bravo, correction at Alpha 4.
Alright, 180 turn and
So I did get confirmation from somebody here at the airport that London is late. Going to be delayed until about 9:30 p.m. this evening. Our 777 out of here at 9:30 p.m. Ah, interesting. So I got another word. It is scheduled for 9:30 p.m. However, his statement is they're missing pilots. He also says hope it leaves. So, the London flight doesn't seem like they've got any pilots this evening. Get back to flight radar here, see what we got going on. Got another exec jet. We've entered that Wednesday evening slowdown here for a few minutes. We've got Alaska. Looks like it's getting ready for departure. Saw it popped up on flight radar. We're gonna have to come out here and do like every single evening, like Monday through Friday, and see which nights are actually best. We used to do Tuesday, Thursday, then we switched to Wednesdays. I was out here Thursday night, it wasn't great. Friday night, we know Friday night's not good. Friday night show was probably, or last Friday night show that we did was probably the worst one we've had in a very long time if you go back and look at the viewer count for a weeknight show. So we just gotta find anything Monday through Thursday. I get it. Everybody's out going on hot dates and movies and all the things on a Friday night. I know that's what we did on Friday nights. we were younger. Go to movies, games. Southwest on the move. Alaska is on the move as well. There's Alaska. Alaska in the 7379ER tonight. No max for this one.
Southwest 3994, Raleigh Tower, flighting 210, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff, wind 220 at 10, traffic's on a 4 mile final.
This one off to Seattle.
Just at 668, runway 23 left, you are still clear to land, caution turbulence for departing 73.
Clear to land 23 left, that's at 668.
So we'll see Alaska again in just a moment. Let's head over to the Southwest departure. No max for Southwest either. So a good look at Alaska. $340 likes. Let's get to 400 or more. You're right, Eddie. Hopefully we can get to 400 or more. Again, thank you all for smashing the like button already this evening. Make sure you guys haven't already. Double, triple, and quadruple check that you've smashed it. So I feel like he went to a gate. I don't know if it was a crew change, if they run out of time, or if they had a passenger with some sort of issue. That one that went back to the gate a little while ago. I know exactly which one you're talking about. Again, that one right there, Alaska 572 off to Seattle, Washington. Let's find out where that last... Well, that Southwest departure is not even on flight radar anymore. Where did they go? All right, we've got NetJets from Philadelphia, an hour and 12 minutes, Cessna Citation Latitude, coming in for 23 left. We've got an A220 for Delta. That was Delta 2699 from Minneapolis, I believe. Here comes that Cessna Citation Latitude. Going to be all a part of that golden hour lighting. I'm sure they could fly in a set of pilots from Charlotte, but they've got to make sure that they've got to find somebody who's on reserve, I would assume. Ooh, that's a good looking shot right there of the Latitude. That dark clouds behind this NetJets. Very nice, smooth touchdown for the NetJets. Again, looking at Delta A220 headed out. Again, hopefully we'll be able to see the see some lightning later this evening. I don't know how long the storms are supposed to stick around. It does look like there is some rain off to the west currently.
Right turn out 3 ground 96.
Alaska
So we'll
572, Raleigh Tower, flight runway
see how that goes.
right, clear for takeoff, wind 220 at 90.
Runway heading clear for
So
takeoff,
again, Alaska 572 up next. $345 likes. We actually might make it to 600 likes tonight, or 500 likes. I can't talk. 400 likes tonight. So continue, like I said, to smash the like. And right now is a perfect opportunity if you're not watching in 4K. If you're able to, please switch to 4K. The lighting around here is amazing at the moment, especially for arrivals on 23 left. Here comes Alaska. Back to Seattle, make that 4.5 hour journey. The one to San Diego already left. I think that one left before we got on the air, actually. Alaska leaving a bit heavy. Should see a good early rotation out of the Delta A220 as soon as it's ready to go. We'll see that one get a move on here shortly.
Round the tower, flat runway heading runway 23, right, clear takeoff, wind 210 at center.
Square runway heading runway 23, right, clear for takeoff, Delta 2699.
Delta 2699 off to Minneapolis.
Contact departure.
A220-100 up next. So hopefully the 220-100 will give us a nice early rotation. So more than likely, if they can't find anybody to fly the plane, then they'll more than likely have to stay here. They won't have any choice. But if they can find somebody, I'm sure they'll do all they can to make sure they find somebody to fly it. But if they can't, then obviously those folks are stuck here until tomorrow, which would really be sad if you're going away on vacation. Be stuck here at home one more day, because I think all of the London flights out of Charlotte will already be gone. So it's not like they could, you know, take and ferry everybody over to Charlotte and get them on a plane over there. Maybe JFK. I don't know. Don't know what they would do in that situation. Again, estimated time, according to our source here at the airport, says 9:30. Whether or not that'll actually happen or not, we'll find out. Good looking departure for the A220. Got a couple American Eagles trying to switch places. One in, one out.
Delta 2699, contact departure.
For departure, 2699.
All right, looks like we got Southwest coming up. Southwest 2622, 737 MAX 8 coming in from Tampa. The arrival in about 11 minutes or so. Got some general AVE out there. We've got our other ATR coming in 25 minutes. That one leaving ILM just 10 minutes ago. What is with this one? Is this one? So the one that we weren't able to see a minute ago on flight radar, it is Southwest 3994 off to MCO. Another one off to the House of Mouse. Delta 2782 coming in from Boston. That one's 33 minutes out, but the reason I bring that one up is because that's at 737. The 737-800, which is another one we don't talk about a lot here for Delta Airlines, is the 737-800. So it'll be interesting to see that one in a little bit, especially from Boston. Most of the time, the Boston route is covered by the A220 300. We've seen the 737 for the last couple of weeks. Yes, the American 777 is here. In fact, it is just beyond the Iceland here. So the American Heavy, the 777, hanging out at its normal gate. Again, if you guys are just joining us, pilot issues for that 777 later. Scheduled departure 9:30, but I got word that they don't have any pilots for that flight tonight. So we'll see. I don't think they're allowed to fly 24 hours straight. Anybody know what the flying time is for pilots? I know on extremely long flights, they carry 4, right? 4 to 6 pilots. Say for the 18-hour flight from Houston or San Francisco over to Sydney, right? They got crew quarters up in the top for the captains. So I wouldn't expect them to be able to do more than a 10-hour shift, right? 10, maybe 12. Ferry pilots, on the other hand, ferry pilots can fly as much as they want, I think. I think their rules are different because they're not flying. They have no passengers on board, so ferry pilots don't have to adhere to those rules as tight, from what I understand. Cockpit Casual, I watch a lot of their shows. Cockpit, they do a lot of ferry flights. They had an episode up where they did, and they're still working on the Spirit Airlines stuff. They had an episode of the show up recently on ferrying all of those Spirit airplanes out to the desert. Some passengers with some experience. So we're sitting at 367 likes. I think we're going to absolutely make it to 400 this evening. As a matter of fact, let me switch here really quick and I will do my best to switch our message. Depends on start time and number of legs. Also depends if it's commercial or cargo. Yeah, all right, there we go. So that's what I figured. I figured cargo and ferry pilots, they don't really time out too much. So 8 to 9 hours. That's kind of what I figured. Figured maybe the highest would be 10 hours, possibly, but that makes more sense. 8 to 9 hours. Why does my phone do this to me every single time? I don't understand. Give me my chat. Thank you. Ooh, I'm gonna throw a curveball. Nobody's ever seen this before. There you go. A new pinned message for the light count.
Martech 700, Raleigh Tower, runway 32, clear to land.
We're already at 373.
Wind speed 3010.
See? Told you guys I was about to throw a curveball at you. You've never seen me throw out a number like that. Hey! By the way, for everybody who enjoys the sunsets, looks like we might have a good one for you guys tonight. I know we wanted to stick around Sunday night for the sunset. Unfortunately, after I got off the air, there was nothing. It got dark quite quickly, right? Tonight, looks like we've got some good cloud clearing off to the west. So fingers crossed, we'll be able to bring you guys the sunset that we missed on Sunday. Finally, these two can switch places. There it is, block 10 hours. That's what I thought. So 10 hours. It's a pretty good number. I mean, that's just like, you know, truck driving, right? They're only allowed 10 hours. 10 hours on. They've got to have breaks in between and such. So much like the truck drivers. Oops. So finally, the American Eagles, like I said, swapping places. It looks like we might have... Who is that on the move at the end of the runway there? Got Southwest coming up in just a minute. I don't know. That one's not on radar yet. It is Delta. Delta on the move. Almost in time. See, looks like we might have some good visibility tonight for a sunset. We'll see. Again, we're here till probably closer to 9:30 tonight. We're going to wait and see what happens with the 777. Again, if you guys are just joining us, no pilots for American 173 Heavy tonight, or 174 Heavy back to London. That is the word from a friend of ours here at the airport. Of course, Iceland's here. And we have one more Air Canada tonight. Should have the UPS departure. As a matter of fact, I want to look into that while we wait on our next arrival. Speaking of next arrival, Southwest 2622 from Tampa, the MAX 8 arrival. Let's go over here and check our departure board, shall we? Washington, New York, Washington, all canceled. New York canceled. Reykjavik off. Supposed to be at 8:30. It'll probably be closer to 9 o'clock. 9:05 estimated time for the departure of UPS to Louisville. Let's load some earlier flights. Yeah, see, London is supposed to be leaving at 7:30 or 7:05 here lately. So we definitely didn't see that on Sunday, and we definitely didn't see it tonight. Again, tonight, pilot issues. So a little bit different for them. Delta, that last one off to Atlanta, Georgia. Delta 1097. Southwest 2622 up next. Should be a nice arrival. The sun's going to peek back through the clouds. Hopefully give us a nice golden hour arrival.
Breaker 4492 cancel, takeoff clearance, hold short, that's ready. Hold short, 22. Mark X 700, cross runway 23 left on Charlie, contact ground point 9 on the other side. Hey, Tower Breaker 4492, we are ready for Sierra 4492, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading.
Thought I saw one sitting
Runway
out
heading,
here at the end of the
23 right,
runway.
clear for takeoff for Sierra 4492.
Getting ready to go. Ooh, it got really muggy out here all of a sudden. Like I feel like my skin just feels wet all of a sudden. Where'd he go? Blast, these trees have gotten bigger. If this one doesn't hurry up, we're gonna skip over to Southwest here in a second. I'm just going by what flight radar says. Flight radar showing me some canceled flights to New York. Along with a couple of DC ones. Yeah, that's what we were worried about, having a little rain headed our direction. It's part of the reason why we came down to 6 this afternoon, this evening, instead of trying to do it from 7.
Contact departure.
Departure for Sierra 4492, see ya.
Bye-bye.
There you go, that golden hour shot of Southwest. The MAX 8 from Tampa. Speaking of 23 left, looks like we got Breeze over there ready to go.
Southwest 2622, turn right when able, contact ground 49er.
So, an hour and 24 minutes of flight time for that MAX. Breeze is not up yet.
1572 X-ray, Raleigh Tower, runway 32.
We've got American Airlines 2394 getting ready to head back to Charlotte. That one popping out from behind Terminal 2. And A321. So Moxie getting ready to line up and wait.
Wind 2010.
So the other one that everybody's been watching, that 777 tonight, or well, I should say tonight, in the morning is going to be a soccer team. That's on Euro something. It is a 777. Our source here at the airport says it's going to be 3:30 a.m. Of course, your host is not going to be here at 3:30 a.m. for that.
636 right when able, hold short, runway 23 left, remain this frequency.
As much as I would like to be, I don't think any of you guys would be watching.
745, turn left heading 210, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff.
Left heading 210, 23 left, clear for takeoff, 745.
So Moxie 745 getting ready to roll. So the A321 off to Charlotte, out there.
Mark 636, cross runway 23 left, Charlie Juliet, the ramp with me.
Oh, it's our favorite controller. She's back.
Arctic 632, Raleigh Tower, runway 32, clear to land number 2.
She did a great job the last Wednesday we were here.
45, contact departure, good day.
Fighting with that one United, and then all of the diversions. She did an excellent job the other night amidst all that chaos. I really was expecting her to yell at that United pilot last week. So here come our Cessna Grand Caravans, or Cessna Caravans. They'll head down to the UPS ramp there, coming in from the various smaller towns out to the east. So they'll pick up packages from there. So let's see, Moxie 745 off to Fort Myers for that A220 100 or 300, excuse me. Mountain Air Cargo 7508, the other ATR, the ATR 42300. That one will be here in just a few minutes. The smaller of the two ATRs. Sounds like we've got a startup over here. It sounds like it's probably Frontier. Looks like it is. Frontier on the push.
Join text for Charlie, cross runway 23 left, Charlie, Juliet to the ramp with me.
And that Delta we were talking about earlier from Boston, that 737-800, that one coming up in just a few minutes as well. Got Delta 29 at 92, the A319 that we're used to seeing from Miami, coming up in a little bit as well. Air Canada is on the way. Jazz 838 from Toronto, 24 minutes out. And we've got Jazz 673 from Montreal, an hour and a half for them. So they'll be here around 9:30. Now, if we stick around till 9:30 to see if the 777 gets a move on, then if it doesn't move by 9:30, then we're not going to stick around too late after that. Again, I've got work tomorrow. Had a little Piper Cherokee come in over on runway 32. I swing to this side because we've got another one of the Cessnas, the Cessna Caravans coming up. So the little Piper Cherokee hanging out. By the way, if you guys are just joining us, the Ospreys hanging out over here as well. So the next arrival is coming in from Jacksonville. That one again coming off of on to 32. That's going to be that Cessna Super Cargo Master. 36 minutes of flight time from Jacksonville. So that's, again, that's the UPS feeders. I don't know if we're going to have any, I don't know if we're going to have any diversions tonight or not. Jordan, Raleigh, NC, good evening. I really don't know if we're going to see any diversions this evening or not. Depends. Is anybody getting any weather that we know of? Anywhere close by? 24 likes from our new like goal, 425. So many. I don't know that, like I said, I've got our friend of ours telling us there's no pilots for the American 777 later. Again, 9:30 is going to be my limit tonight unless something major happens, like the emergency landing that we had a few weeks ago, or all of the diversions that we had a couple of weeks ago. Like, you know, we had 2 good weeks right there. There were a lot of things to keep us around up until about 10 o'clock, 10:30. So we'll see how things progress this evening. Again, I am a bit concerned on whether or not we get that 777 out of here or not.
2394, ATR traffic is 5 out, runway 23 right, turn left heading 210, clear for takeoff. Heading 210, clear for takeoff, 23 right, American 2394.
American 2394 off to Charlotte. So that means the smaller ATR is going to come in over here on 23 right. I wonder if they know if that light light on the control tower is on. It's been on for a couple of days on one of the lower level decks. Should text another friend of mine and be like, hey, you know the lights are on? There's the other cargo master from Jacksonville. Cool looking little planes, those. Got an American Eagle and a Frontier on the way out. We do have American to Charlotte, headed out to the end of the runway. Again, hopefully we'll have the sunset segment coming up for you guys here in just a little bit. Gonna have a nice Carolina sunset for you guys. Don't know that we'll actually see the sun hit the horizon. There are some storm clouds or clouds off to the west that might prevent us from seeing that, but hopefully not. Again, American 2394 off to Charlotte.
Contact departure, good day. Oh, departure, American 2394, have a good night.
All right, the ATR coming up next. Our second and final ATR of the night. Always fun to watch these ATRs come in. Coming in nose down. That ATR should turn out there on Bravo 5. Uh, 52 will send me an email.
4508, taxi.
You can get in contact with me over on Instagram or via the email. I did not fix the email. The email may not be quite correct. Find me on Instagram.
Either Juliet or Bravo. I'm sorry, Kilo description.
And send me an email over there. I'll try to respond as promptly as I can. Again, thank you guys for asking for permission to use anything you guys see on the show. Nothing worse than somebody copywriting your hard work and getting their own payoff of it. check the email and see. Send me an email over there.
Tower 2782, right.
2782, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, is cleared to land, 1, maybe 2 departure prior arrival.
792 right, 2782.
Air 4417, runway 23 right, turn left heading 210, clear for takeoff.
We'll take off 23 right, left turn 210, break jar, 4417, I'll be
The fire trucks were pulled out and they had their, not their lights, main lights on, but they had their, call them marker lights, just their yellow lights on a minute ago. Oh yeah, that sunset's pretty. Come on. Is he out there yet? Again, the trees have gotten a lot taller since the last time I was down here in this location. It's been a really, really long time. Carolina Aviation 2022 at Gmail. Again, it could be wrong in the thing. Miss Carolina said something about it being wrong in our description.
Frontier 1233, we are ready for an immediate departure if you can squeeze us out.
Take it left.
That's Frontier 1233, ready for an immediate departure if you can squeeze us out.
Frontier 1233, it doesn't have to be immediate, traffic is still 5.5 out, but runway 23 right, fly runway heading clear for takeoff.
23 right, runway heading clear for takeoff, Frontier flight.
This is why she's my favorite controller, I swear. All right, we'll get to Frontier in just a minute. Check out the sunset. Get our sunset segments in and going for you
Air
guys.
4417, contact departure, good day.
Cinema 4417, good day.
So 414 likes, 11 likes away from our new like goal. Again, we've got all evening to get there. We've got another hour and, what, 15, 20 minutes or so? All right, so that one's off the JFK. Republic Airways 4417. Next up, Frontier 1233 off to the House of Mouse down to Orlando. We'll get back to that beautiful sunset in just a second.
Frontier 1233, turn Mustang 210, contact departure.
Left turn 210 over departure, Frontier flight 1233. Good day.
Oh, well, now you two can just hold right on. We got a sunset to focus on here. I think we're going to be a minute or two here. Well, we got some movement out of the Ospreys. Got some beacons and lights, signs of life happening over there at the Ospreys. Whether or not they can leave or not, I have no idea. But they do have some lights going at the two of them. So Delta 2782 coming in from Boston. That's going to be that 737-800.
Delta 2992, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, clear to land.
23 right, clear land, up to 2992.
Not often we see a Delta 737-800.
Delta 2782, left turn taxi via Bravo to the ramp, contact the ramp tower for entry.
Bravo ramp tower, Delta 2782, in a bit.
Only one of the Ospreys has lights on now, it looks like. I don't think they're going anywhere tonight, but they might. If they do, it's obviously it's going to be difficult for us to see them as it gets darker. So we got one diversion from San Jose. Nice. Thank you all for getting us to 425 likes. So first diversion of the evening. Is that what next up? Again, we're in that 8 o'clock hour where things tend to slow down a little bit. Delta 2992 coming in from Miami is going to be our next arrival, that A319, in just a few minutes. Let's go over and check on the Ospreys. We'll come back to the Sunset in just a moment, but I want to see what's going on at... They had the lights on both of them, but it looks like lights maybe on both are on still. I don't know. I can't tell. Got that Delta coming up in just a moment. Should set this as my screensaver on my TV at home. San Jose, Costa Rica. Ooh. Thank you. I will get to that email here in just a little bit. If Miss Carolina doesn't beat me to it. Delta 2992. Again, that A319 coming in. Light gold to 509. I did throw out an odd number at 425. I didn't think we'd hit 425 either, honestly. Thank you all for getting us to our light goal. A lot of folks watching the show tonight. I greatly appreciate that. Everybody hanging out, watching the shows. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, as soon as we're done here, I highly recommend you go back and check out the first hour of the show. That F-15 putting on quite the show for us this afternoon. They're in the first hour of the show.
Left turn, taxi to Bravo to the ramp, contact the ramp tower for entry.
Left turn Bravo to the ramp, contact ramp for entry, Delta 2992.
Sunset tonight is absolutely stunning, isn't it? Fine, you're right, Eddie. 500 likes is really close and obtainable. Continue to smash the like button, you guys. Appreciate you all doing that. Joshua, good evening. So once again, good evening, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Like I said, make sure once the show's over, go back, check out the first hour of the show. Had F-15.
Oxford, Carmel, Dorn, Cavalier 6.
Making some passes. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what she was talking about. These clouds over here look quite interesting as well, not just where the sunset is.
There's about 27, okay. Which routing do you prefer then, I guess?
She always gets the funny questions. She cracks
I'm
me
showing it's
up.
still valid. I haven't gotten any word on the ground stop, however. The update time for that is still 0045. Sure. I mean, it's a quick taxi, so, yeah.
So she should start doing ground operations here before too long, as well. So she'll be handling two different things. It's around 8:30. We've heard that several weeks in a row. Around 8:30, the main control tower is handling ground operations as well. Got a CRJ 900, the American, down there, getting ready to start up. Whew. When I say it's sticky out here, I mean it is sticky. My skin feels... ugh. All right, next arrival, Jazz 838, coming in from Toronto, Canada. An hour and 20 minutes of flight time for now. 4 minutes left in their journey before they touch down. I wish this light would stay out. There's a light behind me that keeps popping on and off. I wish it would just stay off.
Runway 23 right, clear for land.
It's a very humid evening this evening. There goes our CRJ finally on the move. So again, Air Canada coming up in just a few minutes.
5590, Raleigh ground, runway 23 right, taxi via Foxtrot Bravo 9.
See, there she goes. She's telling them where to taxi. Give you guys a little bit of an update on the subscriber count this evening too, by the way. We have yet to do that. Still keeping an eye on the Ospreys. As a matter of fact, we'll turn to them. I don't know that they're going anywhere this evening. But there is a possibility. It looks like they're getting fueled. So I think we started the night with 58. Let's see, where did we get to tonight? Did we cross over 200? Oh yeah. 11,213. We started the night with 11,158. So thank you guys. More than 50 new friends tonight. Greatly appreciate that. Again, continue to subscribe to the channel. Again, that helps, as well as those likes.
38 Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, clear to stand number 2.
Didn't have anything to do, so he was making some practice runs. Practice touch and goes and things. Here comes our diversion, I believe. The American from Costa Rica. It's not an emergency. The fire trucks aren't out waiting for it.
Left turn to Bravo 4. If you're able, we'll be a Bravo to the ramp. Contact the ramp tower for entry.
Bravo 4, Bravo to the ramp and contact the ramp. And I will take Bravo 3.
American 2788, Roger, notably on the runway, trying to take a mile and a half out. Airport under Raleigh, Papa Raleigh, ground runway 23 left, taxi to Juliet Alpha 7.
There's Air Canada, Jazz 838. Coming in again from Toronto. E175SU. An hour and 23 minutes. Flight time from Toronto. Not sure why they divert it. They're supposed to be off to JFK, I think.
Tower 6590, we are ready to depart.
6590, roger. You're next. Sounds good. Jazz 838 to the left turn, Bravo 4, taxi via Bravo to the ramp, contact the ramp tower, just give way to the American northbound Bravo.
Bravo 4, Bravo, we'll give way to American and then we'll come back ramp. Good evening, Jazz 8.
Back in 2788, the Jazz on the runway, give way to you.
Did I see some lightning off in the distance? I might have over here on this side. There is a PSA waiting for departure. CRJ 900. That one we saw to push back.
Be just a minute, traffic on the tail. What's time?
Yeah, we'll find out if that one actually leaves or not.
Blue Chick 5590, runway 23 right, fly runway heading, clear for takeoff. 23 right, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading, Blue Chick 5590.
Next arrival is going to be JetBlue 185 from JFK, arriving in about 4 minutes. My goodness, I feel like it got worse out here. Whew. All right, I got to show you guys one last. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. The camera doesn't do that justice, honestly, but nonetheless, still a pretty evening. What is that?
JetBlue 185, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, please flight. Contact departure, good day. This is departure, November 9 Raleigh, Papa, contact departure, good day. Departure, good day.
So we should be looking at a pushback for Iceland in just a few minutes. There we go. Computer stopped charging there for a second. Had to take care of that. So Iceland should be getting ready to go now. There's nobody over here. With it, looks like they're doing their walk around. Scheduled departure 8:30. They're always late. I don't know that I've ever seen them push back on time, honestly. And then they probably won't leave out till 9. Huh? Yeah. I know. It's weird. Yeah, it just... I was so mad. So angry. I had one like that one time when I worked at the casino. I had to stay there for 4 or 5 days. Just part of it. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, bud. What? Oh.
JetBlue 185, left turn, taxi to Bravo.
All right, so JetBlue 185 from JFK. Again, finishing up the walk around for Iceland here, the MAX 9. Still no movement out of the Ospreys. Let's swing over there and check on them though. Neither one of them running. Lights are all on. Again, if they wait too much longer, we're not going to be able to see them too much. After dark.
There 5150 your line time, runway 23 right, clear.
Rotate out, yeah.
And who is for taxi?
They got in here about 5:30-ish, 5:30-ish.
62072,
Yeah.
route to runway
They
23
came
right,
in on
taxi
3-2 over
via
there
Bravo.
though. I don't know if they landed in or they dropped down.
Frontier 2072, hold
They
short
were
of
loud
Bravo,
though. I
and
thought it was the Apaches over there, but it wasn't. It was them two.
2072.
Yeah, that one that kept going by.
Tower, Endeavor 5150, ILS.
At the same time, Endeavor 5150, Raleigh time, runway 23 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 23 right, Endeavor 5150.
Southwest 4002, pushes approved, you may use Alpha. And Frontier 2072, actually got you an early release time, you'll be released at the end, continue pulling. Vision 527, yes, the ground stop has been canceled. The ground delay program has been canceled. So whenever you're ready to taxi, you will be released. Vision 527, was it the Elwood one? Okay, yeah, it kicks you off of that because that's only certain airports can have that routing. Why don't you give clearance to call 120.1 and he can help you out. Delta 2283, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, clear to land.
23 right, clear to land, 2283.
Here at 4560, roger, I will see what kind of release I can get. Break at 4560, looks like we can go 5 minutes prior to your edict, so release will be 58 to 01. At 4560. Actually, if you need longer than that too, well, there's more time available after that. Endeavor 5150, left turn, taxi via Bravo to the ramp, contact the ramp tower for entry.
Left turn, and then taxi via Bravo to the ramp.
Frontier 2072, traffic is 5.5 out, you ready? Frontier 2072, runway 23 right, fire runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
23 right, runway heading, clear for takeoff, on your flight 2072.
Delta 2283, one departure prior to arrival.
All right, looks like we got some movement.
Contact departure, good day.
Bridge departure, runway 2072.
It's a pretty steep climb out there for Frontier. All right, so you guys saw it. There's a little bit of movement out of those Ospreys. See what they decide to do. Hopefully they'll move on, but again, it might be too dark. By the time they get ready to move, it might be too dark for us to see them. It's one of the issues we have with the military airplanes at night. Maybe. Because you can't see them. That Iceland right there. Dang. Yeah. Yeah, I'd hate to not know where I can go and can't go. Yeah.
Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, clear to land. Delta 2283, left turn, taxi via Bravo to the ramp, contact the ramp tower factory.
Bravo to the ramp.
Yeah. It's a lot to remember, I would assume. Molly was. When
That's 2 Raleigh ground. This is 2, pursuit information.
Delta
1518, runway 23 right, clear to land.
Alright, thanks.
Mark 2 Roger. The wind's 23011. 527 Raleigh ground, runway 23 left, taxi via Juliet Alpha 7. 4002, amend the altitude, climb and maintain 5,000, turn right heading 290 for the weather, runway 23 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 23 left, climb at 5,000 on departure, and heading up 290 on departure, southwest 4,000.
Sorry, 8114, 23 right, southwest.
United 8114 Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, cleared to land.
23 right, clear to land.
Southwest 3357 Raleigh Tower, runway 23 left, clear to land.
23 left, clear land, south 3357.
Hi there, 820 Raleigh ground, Carson Tower, runway 23 right, taxi via Foxtrot, Bravo 9. Up 1518, left enable, right on Bravo, contact ground.
Left enable, right on Bravo, contact ground Delta.
Let's contact the ramp, Delta. 4002, contact departure.
Good night.
Secretary 20, information November's current. Is that jet 527, tower, you ready to go?
Before takeoff.
Is that jet 527, Raleigh Tower, fly runway heading runway 23 left, clear for takeoff, traffic 4 mile final.
Clear for takeoff, 23 left, exit jet 527.
Hey, Tim Arnold, good evening. So again, good evening, everybody. Thank you all for watching the show. As you guys can see, Iceland, that max 8, 9, getting ready to leave. The Osprey is still over there. No movement out of them just yet. Is this another diversion? This one right here is not on my radar. What is this? This is United. Yeah, I don't see this one on flight radar.
Mark 1067, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 left, clear land. Okay, 23 left, clear runway.
Got a Southwest coming in here shortly.
United 8114, left enable right on Bravo, contact ramp.
United 8114.
8114, good night.
Left at 527, turn right heading 290 and maintain 5,000.
Right to 290 and 5,000 for ExitJet 527.
ExitJet 527, contact departure.
Push your departure, ExitJet 527.
Got a Southwest coming in, 23 left. See if we can snag this arrival. So we're waiting on the UPS 767, estimated time for departure 9:17. Okay, we may stick around till 9:30, see if our 777 leaves.
Turn right heading
I have a feeling the American 777
right.
is not going to go. Again, I do have inside intel on that, so we'll find out. Iceland, back to Reykjavik, getting ready to hit the runway here. But again, we still have a 767 coming up in just a little bit for UPS. Less than about 20 minutes or so.
Southwest 3357, turn right when able, right on Alpha, taxi to the ramp.
Alpha to the ramp, so 3357, good night.
Southwest coming in from Chicago Midway, an hour and 19 minutes. Ice 820, getting ready to head back to Reykjavik. 737 MAX 9, gonna make that 6.5 hour flight. You can set, I set mine as like this airport. So like it has down here on the bottom filters. You can do like custom home and set it for here. That's how I do mine. And then I'll change that whenever I go to Charlotte or DC or wherever I may go. Will Iceland leave heavy? Yes. So Mother Nature's still putting on a little bit of a show here. Moxie 1067 coming in from Louisville, A220 300. Coming in at 23 left. We did. We caught the F-15. As soon as we end the show, if you guys are interested in that, go back and watch the first hour of the show. That F-15 doing some low passes, one touch and go. So again, our next mentionable departure is going to be that UPS 767 back to Louisville. Estimated time 9:05. Next up, Moxie 2855 coming in from Bangor. Another A220-300. Turn around, go back, yeah. Especially if you can get on a route that's the same every day. I feel like that would be the hard part.
Moxie 1067 on the
Oh, you're almost done for the day, aren't you? Ugh. I don't know how y'all do that. I couldn't do it.
Raleigh ground, runway 23 right, taxi via
Nope.
Star Bravo 9.
No, absolutely not. I could not live my life in that kind of rotation. Makes it hard to plan stuff, I would imagine.
Endeavor 5232 Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, cleared land. Again? 5232 affirmative, runway 23 right, clear land.
Clear land, 232, thank you.
Moxie 1067, turn right when able, right on Alpha, taxi to the ramp at frequency.
Right when able, right on Alpha, the ramp is frequency Moxie
2855, sorry.
I got you.
PSL 75, push on the ramp approved.
All right, 15 likes away from how many? 500?
Raleigh Durham terminal area. Further information.
All right, make sure you guys continue to smash the like button. There is some weather in the area. I can see some flashes of lightning off behind me. And there were a couple in front of us there that I was trying to get on camera, but they're not sticking around long enough for me to pick out exactly where they're at. But
American 1566 Raleigh Tower, runway 23 right, clear line.
a couple of other spots of storms to the south. So again, another 5 or 10 minutes here. We're waiting on that 767. Not sure if we're going to wait for the American 777 as of right now. Everything is kind of slowed down. So we'll see how much more time we can hang out here. See what happens. Generally, as soon as I end the show, something happens. The 777 will make a move, or FedEx will make a move. It's always getting to that point, though. It's like right now, a little on the slow side, but it's the way it is here on Wednesday evenings. Once again, though, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us, spending, watching the show. Again, if you guys are just joining us, go back, watch the beginning of the show. The F-15 putting on one heck of a show for you guys, as well as myself. That will make some good shorts content, hopefully. Oh, I was zoomed in pretty tight, so we'll see if I actually was able to make a good enough shot for me to be able to turn it into shorts. It's hard to provide a good shot for you guys for the live show and then make a good short out of it, if that makes sense, because they're set up two different ways. Yeah, Miss Carolina's only popped in here once. I don't know, she might be in bed already.
Sir, 5232, turn left.
See, there it is. There's that lightning we were talking about.
4 right on Bravo.
Saw that little flash there off the Delta CRJ.
And what's the call sign? Talon, what number?
All right, let's see if we can check out the Ospreys.
You just want outside the Charlie?
I hear them making noise over here.
All right, Talon and just single shift. Talon 11, and you said depart from Charlie again. Talon 11, runway 23 left at Charlie, taxi at Juliet and Charlie.
So I don't know if you guys can
Talon 11, what's your on-course heading going to be?
can see them moving around over there. There they go.
Okay,
One of the Ospreys finally on the move. UPS 767 lit up on radar. American Airlines 1566 from Miami coming in now. 737-800.
Victor 4560 power, I'll get you going just a moment.
11 more likes away from 500, which would be pretty epic for a Wednesday night. Continue to smash the like button, you guys. Thank you all for sticking it out through, of course, a little bit of slowness that we have going on currently. A good friend of ours, by the way, a good friend of ours stopping by and saying hello.
Raleigh ground, push onto Alpha Group.
There you go, the Ospreys. Yeah, the art on that one is really, really nice. I took some photos of them as they came in. Maybe stick around to the end of the show. Whoa, check that out.
66, turn left next taxiway, right on Bravo, contact ramp.
That's dope.
All right, left next taxiway right on Bravo. Over.
Now I can't see that with my eye. The green on the props, I can't see that. But looking at it on camera, as you can obviously tell, you can see that. Stick around after the show and I'll show you guys some of the photos that I took of those Ospreys this evening.
Turn right heading 290, fly maintain 5,000, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Heading 290, fly maintain 5,000, runway 23 right, clear for takeoff.
Charlie Tower, Talon 11, close to 123 left at Charlie.
11, be just a moment, hold short, there's traffic about 2 mile final, 23 left.
Talon 1, hold short, 23 left.
9 likes away. Again, if you guys are enjoying this portion of the show, make sure after the show is over, you go back and watch the first hour with that F-15. Make it about 4 passes here. Very fast passes out of here. So they're waiting on a Breeze Airways. We've got Republic Airways 4560 out at the end of 23, right? Gonna stick with the Osprey here.
Clear to land, approximately turbulence, follow on Airbus.
23 left, clear to land, left close.
So we can stick around after the show, and I will, or after we're officially finished here, and I'll show you guys some of the photos that I took this evening. We've got this American Eagle on the move. We'll head over to there, over to that one, because we do have Breeze coming in, or we can go with Breeze instead of the departure.
Tower 11, clear for takeoff, runway 23 left, traffic inside, and on course.
Departure 4560, contact departure.
Departure maker 4560.
Southwest 1481, Raleigh ground, taxi, runway 23 left, taxi the Alpha. Oxy 2135, right when able, right on Alpha, taxi the ramp to frequency. EPS. EPS 1275, Raleigh ground, runway 23 right, taxi via Kilo and Bravo 9.
All right, UPS is on the move for departure.
EPS 1275, runway 23 right via Juliet 5 Juliet and Foxtrot Bravo 9.
I can't tell if that one's running or not.
712 Echo, Raleigh Tower, runway 23 left, clear to land.
Doesn't sound like it. One like away from 500. Again, UPS coming up. That's 767 departure.
Tower 11 on course, thank you.
EPS 1275, yes, November.
So a lot of interesting action here tonight.
Down 11 ident.
Tower 11 flash.
Down 11 radar contact, altitude indicates 1100. Altimeter Raleigh 2995.
2995.
Need to make sure that I check the texts.
Tower American
1566 Tower.
Were the runway lights on?
I will check to make sure.
I don't think they are.
Turn them on.
Talking about runway lights. I think this is a
Got 'em
plus.
now. They had a runway closure earlier and I guess nobody checked. Left with the 825, right when able, and then taxi to the ramp, Alpha, Delta, Juliet.
Alright, Alpha on Alpha 4, Alpha Delta Juliet, I'm close, 825.
See Southwest on the move. 23 left. 502 likes. We made it. Thank you all for smashing the like button. That'll be the last call on likes from me. Again, continue to smash it though as the night progresses. I did send down a text message to find out if American has pilots. All right, so we're not going to stay for that. There are pilots. They're coming in from DCA. They're still in DC. So with that, looks like UPS will be our official final departure of the night. UPS 1275 off
UPS 1275 heavy, fly heading 270, runway 23 right,
Louisville.
clear for takeoff.
And here they go. They're ready for takeoff now.
Clear for takeoff 23 right, UPS 1275.
All right, enjoy the last departure. Hopefully a rocket launch. Brian Lloyd with a $2 super chat. Awesome show this evening. Thank you so much, Brian Lloyd. And remember, stick around after the show if you'd like to see those photos I captured of the Ospreys. All right, last official departure of the evening. Enjoy.
Talon 11, radar service terminated, velocity bar. Contact departure Hector.
Retreat to UPS 1275.
It is raining. Thought it might be. All right, sounds like the other Osprey might be ready to go. So let's swing over there. They haven't quite started their movement yet. All right, so let's get you guys those photos. Again, that was the last official departure of the night. Doesn't look like anybody else is ready to go. Some by accident here. Whoops, wrong way. There you go. There's one of them. I take a lot of photos by mistake, by the way. Oh, hit the wrong button. So there's a good shot of that one right there. So a couple of good pictures. We just saw that particular Osprey depart a little bit ago. So a good looking departure, or a good looking bird there. Well, the American 777's not going anywhere tonight, and as of right now, maybe later this evening. But that is going to do it for us from RDU tonight. Again, if you guys missed the beginning of the show, please go back and watch the first hour of the show. F-15 action, absolutely phenomenal. As a matter of fact, when I get home, I will make sure to go back and watch that as well. Look for some shorts coming out of that tomorrow, hopefully. Fingers crossed, we'll see. Thank you, everybody, for your support. All the gifted memberships today. All of the support, fantastic. Thank you to our channel members, moderators, everybody doing a good job. Give you one last look at our subscriber count. We started the night with 158. We are up to 232. So another solid night on subscriber count. Again, thank you all for that as well. Substantial growth happening for the show. Make sure you tell everybody you know about the show. Again, we will see you Sunday, hopefully. Saturday, I got things to do. So we'll be back on Sunday. So we will see you then. Good night, everybody.